Vyminal here, back at it with another video review. In this video, we're going to take a look at RAKK's latest offering in the keyboard department, the RAKK SINAG 87MX sideglow mechanical keyboard featuring the crowd favorite Cherry MX blue switches. This tenkeyless release is very significant as RAKK's keyboards have become vastly popular in the Philippine market over the past year with the launch of the Kimat XT2 and the Ilis. So it's safe to say that the SINAG has an incredible reputation to live up to. Previous keyboards from RAKK used Gateron switches, and this is the first time we're seeing a Cherry MX switch on a RAKK mechanical keyboard. This is particularly interesting as Cherry MX is used on most high-end boards in the international market. The specifications look pretty good on paper, so let's unbox this thing and get started with the review. First up is packaging and box design. It seems that RAKK chose to go with a less flashier design with a chrome SINAG logo in the middle of the black cardboard box. An interesting design choice here is the Baybayin ancient language text under the logo. As per usual, behind the box you'll find ample information about the product specifications. When you open the box, you'll find the keyboard snugly contained between two pieces of foam. Notice the included felt carrying case with the SINAG lettering. This is a nice addition to the package and hints towards the portability of the keyboard. The carrying case feels durable and it is thick enough to protect your keyboard from scratches so long as you don't drop it. The package also comes with a black keycap puller, which is a standard inclusion with RAKK mechanical keyboards these days. When taken out of the box, the first thing you'll notice is the relatively light weight of the board weighing in at 900 grams. Being a tenkeyless board, you can expect it to weigh less than a standard layout. The SINAG has a really compact form factor with a length of 40.5 centimeters and a width of 9 centimeters. Again, this is a really portable device perfect for LAN parties or net cafe gaming sessions, but it should feel right at home on your main battle station, especially if you don't have a lot of desk space. Despite its relatively lightweight and small size, the board only exhibits minimal flex, which is a good thing. Construction is solid thanks to the chrome aluminum top panel underneath the keycaps. Design-wise, the white keycaps have been a bit of a hot topic recently in the keyboard scene, and it's great to see RAKK take notice and cater to what consumers want. The board features double injection white keycaps with lettering on top as opposed to side lettering we've seen on the Kimat. I'm a big fan of the font choice they used here and it looks really clean. I prefer this over gaming font that you notice on most Corsair keyboards, for example, and to my eye it just looks easier to read and overall looks classier. On the face of the board, you'll notice a small RAKK logo atop the arrow keys, and you won't see any other branding on the top side of the board. I appreciate this minimal design choice. Underneath the keyboard, you'll see the plastic diffuser which covers the 67 RGB LED bulbs on the body of the keyboard. On each corner of the keyboard, you'll notice 4 textured feet which keeps the board from moving around on your desk. It does a good job at keeping the board in place even in intense gaming sessions. The keyboard is slightly tilted at an angle for ergonomic reasons, but you can't lay it completely flat on your desk as the feet are non-retractable. I also noticed that there is no cable routing system, and is a feature I would have wanted to see on this board. Now let's talk about the Cherry MX blue switch and how the board feels when typing on it. These days, most mass-marketed mechanical keyboards use switches from the Cherry MX key switch line, manufactured by ZF Electronics, formerly known as Cherry Corporation. Different switches offer different types of feedback, both audio and tactile, and require different amounts of force to actuate the key. The Cherry MX blue switch is the most common clicky switch and was first made available in Philco keyboards in 2007. Blue switches are favored by typists due to their tactile bump and audible click. Clicky switches add a deliberately louder click sound to the existing tactile bump, allowing for greater typing feedback. This makes it easier to know that you've hit the actuation point. When you press a key with a Cherry MX blue switch, you'll feel a little bump and hear a high-pitched clicking sound the moment the keyboard input is sent to your device. You'll notice that the switch is actuated when you press the key halfway down. With a bit of practice over time, you can use this feedback to type faster when using less effort because you can get used to stop pressing when you hear the click and feel the bump instead of pushing the key all the way down. This is referred to in the keyboard world as bottoming out. This gives the keys a lighter overall feel, which is great for writing, data entry, and other typing-intensive tasks, but that doesn't mean this isn't great for gaming either, as it is all a matter of personal preference really, and personally, I still like the clicky switches even when playing fast-paced FPS games. The clicking sound that the MX Blue switch makes it relatively loud compared to the sound of other switches, especially membrane keyboards. This can be a particular downside when using blue switches in an office setting when you don't want to distract your coworkers, so keep that in mind. The Cherry MX Blue switch has an actuation distance of 2mm and requires an operating force of approximately 50 grams. As expected, typing on this board feels satisfying and tactile as you would come to expect. It also features full 87-key rollover and an industry standard 1000 Hz polling rate. Now for the standout feature of this board. Let's talk about lighting features and see how they look. The SINAG features sideglow lighting, hence the SINAG moniker. The keycaps are illuminated white, and unfortunately you can't change the color of the keycap lighting. Both the lighting underneath the keycaps and the sideglow panel are really bright and vibrant. The sideglow lighting, despite being illuminated by individual bulbs, look really clean and seamless from the sides and face of the board. You can change the static color of the sideglow panel from a wide array of colors and choose from 5 preset sideglow lighting modes. Here's how they look. The board features plug-and-play connectivity, meaning all the lighting modes are controlled on the board itself, and there is no software compatibility. Despite the convenience of this is a limiting factor as there are only a handful of lighting modes available. It would have been nice to see software compatibility for macro adjustments and greater control of the beautiful looking sideglow panel. This, however, is not really an issue for me as I tend to only use static lighting modes, but this could be a downside for you if you're interested in using more flashy lighting modes, so keep this in mind. In conclusion, the new RAKK SINAG 87MX mechanical keyboard feels great to type on and it looks absolutely beautiful. Its portability is a standout factor and this is definitely great for gamers on the go. I like that it features a top-notch mechanical switch, namely the Cherry MX Blue switch, and I'd like to see future RAKK keyboards offer Cherry variants. Though relatively expensive compared to their previous offerings, I believe the price to be worth it, as the Cherry MX switch is probably the reason why it's more expensive than their previous boards. The only particular downside I can think of is the absence of software support and the rather limited lighting options. But it's definitely not an issue for people like me who only use the static color lighting mode anyway. That's it for my video review of the RAKK SINAG 87MX sideglow mechanical keyboard. Let me know in the comments section if you plan on buying this keyboard. Like, comment, subscribe if you found this video to be informative. This has been Vyminal. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time.